Hey everybody, Cole here. I'm going to show you a little bit about the app. So this is the home screen. This is this is version 2.0.1. A little bit of change off of 2.0, but one of the big changes is you have the classic version. You can do dark mode. Different fonts, looks a little bit different. Pirate Cove, just a different font. I like the Runebound Realm. I'm not sure if you could tell what this is for, but there's just a whole bunch of different Stellar Rebellion. So there's just a bunch of different skins. Let's just keep it on this one, actually. Let me see. Market Terminal. Yeah, let's do one of these blues. That might show up a little bit better. Let me make sure it looks okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I reworked. I still have this little pirate game. My son helped me make this and come up with some of the stories. But it's just something that you can get you found a card, you just, kind of text-based. I don't know if any of you guys ever played some old text-based games, RPGs, but so you can, one of the things I added was a tournament organizer. So you can create a tournament. There's all sorts of different tournament types, and it'll do pairing for you. You can put in amount of money for prize and entry fees, whether people have paid. Oops. I guess I probably should have put a fake one in here. You can do different, you can set factions. So come in here, dark, light. Oops. So I'll do this test. Star Wars CCG. Do Swiss. I don't know what. Let's do single elimination. Save tournament. So then you can add entrance, name, give them player ID. So, oh man, this gets really hard to explain. So, not hard, but so in the entrance, you can do for constructed deck. You can, so in the app, within your, let's just go. Let's go. So my treasure chest is where all of your stuff exists. Let me see. So you go to decks. You can add decks. It'll have win-loss ratio, so it's kind of, I don't know why I really like this, but the more the color changes, your win percentage changes with the color changes on it with how many games you won and lost. So you can actually, through the app, within the, for each entrant, you could upload your deck list and it'll be saved in there. Um, you can, oops, so you can scan. This is the public QR. So like, if you're the director, you could have this, and they could come up and scan it, and it would automatically like link you to this tournament. It does push. It does push. You can either do it offline or you can do it online, where it pushes standing, like it pushes everything. So you can do public view, so sync public view, public QR, offline. So you can generate, I don't have anybody, but you can generate the round one. It'll show standings, it shows you the brackets, has a timer. You can go ahead and start your timer. And then prizes, like you can go ahead and set this up to where whether you're paying out prize money, if you wanted to do prize money, or booster packs, and then you add the value of it. But so that's the tournament director. If anybody uses this, I would 1,000% love to have some feedback on it. I have never been a tournament director myself, and it's been a long time since I've actually played like in an actual tournament. So I mean, it's kind of like riding a bike, but I know there's stuff I'm just forgetting. So that's the tournament director. Let's see. Graded stuff. Well, let me see if I got something handy. Okay. So I've got this Walker Garrison. I'm going to do a quick scan. So it scanned that. Well, I may have backed out. Let me just do the right easy thing. Well, okay. So let's see, lookup result. This is just pulling it in. How I don't know why that's not. Oh, I realize why. I don't think I'm on a production version. Sorry. I don't have my keys on there, so it's not actually. So what it would normally do is it would go in, download the images from PSA, set them there, and then the recently sold, it will check the Star Wars, like specifically Star Wars CCG. It checks the Star Wars CCG, Google Sheets. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have. No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why it's not. It's normally it would have the pictures. I don't remember if I may have just loaded this without my keys on here, which means it's not going out and hitting like the security keys where it's going out and hitting stuff. Let's see, scan card. This is, I don't know if it'll do this. This is a very beta. If it's not hitting my back end, then so it crops it. And this is slow. Like this needs some work. No. Walker Garrison foil. So yes, add. So Add to collection. So I just added that to my collection. Not the PSA, but just like it scanned the card. And foils are always really hard to scan. So the scan part is, it's just a process. You can search here. You could search it. What on this screen it searches for the game. So if you just want Star Wars stuff or anything with Star, well, I guess I'll just do that. So then it'll show all of that. You can select only games with prices. Let's go to Dune. I like Dune. I just watched a lot of the Dune stuff this week. So let's go Eye of the Storm. But I'm missing these. So I can go to my treasure chest. Show me Dune. Show me the ones I have. This is gonna be my ADD going everywhere, but like, so you can hit, market for trade. You can do that from any of the card screens also, but let's do AVP. Resurrection, whoops. Rise, high, low. Let's add one there. Oops, that's fine. So this is the card detail screen. I added a want. You can always check eBay. This little dice thing, I haven't really explained that to anybody, but you can do that and it'll just roll a random, like if you just want to see random cards. It's just a D20. Okay, so go back to my stuff. You have some trades here. I have 2 for trade. Once, so I want a James T. Kirk. Go to trade matches. I've set up all my trade stuff here. So this is showing me that somebody has a James T. Kirk, and it has the contact information, and then you can make an offer. You can send them a message. I've done a thing there, but again, I should have set all this stuff up. I never was a sales guy that did the demonstrations. So the other person that is so somebody has a James T. Kirk and they have it marked for trade. And so this is showing it. And so if I had wants and say like I had something that they want, it would match up closest monetary value of stuff that they have that you want and that you have that they want. And if it's not, if it's not very close, then you can hit the make an offer, send them a message and be like, hey, and honestly, I don't care. Like, you can use this. I'm not, I guess you could use this to sell something if you wanted to. You're not doing any selling or trading through me. It's just getting people in contact with each other. That's the only purpose of this. I can ban people. So, and this may be a terrible idea. I just want to give people an opportunity to trade, because it's, sometimes it's hard to get people to trade with. This set import, you can Star Wars CCG, you can import Coruscant, and then you choose your file. Oops. You choose your file, and then it matches name to names, and then it'll tell you any issues, and then it'll say like, hey, this is not the, and so if you have your own Excel spreadsheet you can import. It prefers one set at a time. You can do, if you have like a whole Star Wars CCG one, you can do it here. You have to select a game though. It has to be separated. One set is easier for it to figure out how to import and not have mistakes. But you can do it where if you have one Star Wars CCG file with different worksheets for different sets, it can do that also. But that gets, if you're importing 5,000 entries with a bunch of different quantities, it can get kind of hard. It is only importing as light play to near mint right now. You can do market history, you can do a save point. It will automatically save every once in a while. So kind of like those other apps for TCG Player or whatever, I don't know, Mana Box or something, it'll track your value. Let's see, this is new that I just, I'd been working on. So the binder view, like it'll show you, which I think one of the things now that I'm looking at this, I may want to go put like a little for trade flag or want flag on here so you can just see in a binder. But if you just want to look at stuff, and hey, you can pull the card out like that. Of all the things I've done, like for some reason that's the thing I like the most and gives me the most chuckles. Yeah, I'm gonna actually pull my card out of the binder. What else we got? So it'll show you what you're missing. As long as you have a single card in a set, it'll go show you what you're missing. It'll show you what the market price, the Pirate Pete market price. And I want to be very clear, these are my prices. I set these prices. Yeah, they're just my prices. If you want to get into the algorithm I use to come up with my prices, I guess, I don't know, shoot me an email. But I've done a lot of research on the regular to come up with prices. eBay is on there, but it is not heavily weighted because eBay is so weird, and a lot of the stuff is automated, so it's really, really hard to come up with. Like I think I just saw today I saw a Luke Skywalker Premier Unlimited that was labeled as a Premier Limited. It sold for $2, and it was heavily played, but it literally just sold for $2. And so like a lot of the automated processes would pull that in and say, hey, and then it would weight. So eBay would weight that as a Premier Limited black border that's, I don't remember what it is now, $30 card that sold for $2. So that would really take down the average. And it's a lot harder with dead CCGs because there's not a lot of sales on stuff. It's really hard to price dead CCG stuff. You can request a quote from here. If you want, sends me an email with it. If you're wanting to sell stuff. What else is there? So there's a whole user manual. If you want to, I have a PDF on my website also. But it tells you exactly how to use it, what to do, what it does. If you're interested in the privacy data stuff, you can see what I do with your data, which is next to nothing, especially if you're not doing the trading stuff. I don't really do anything with data unless you send me an email. Diagnostics, if you have not if you haven't, so there would be some integrity stuff here where this is going to tell you, like I've done a lot of changing of my back end on the databases and stuff. So if you had put some cards in, and then I changed it, where I think in another video I talked about how I had Reflections 3 cards that were showing up as Dagobah cards. And then I had some duplicates, so I had to delete them. So like if you had put in a card that was a duplicate and then I deleted that card ID, that was pretty early on. It could show up here that you are missing something. I would always get a backup. You can clear your library and it'll ask you if you want to back it up. The singles and then the graded stuff is separately, or held separately. You can export a price sheet. I had somebody ask me for some of that stuff. I don't care. You can use my pricing. You can export whatever game you want with my pricing. That's where I struggle a little bit on the business side of stuff. Like I need to be able to sell stuff and make money and to have a business, but then also like I'm struggling as like a collector. I want people to have easy access to all the data and spreadsheets that I have. So I'm trying to do that. This will show you what's new. Patch notes if you missed them. I don't know. I mean, that's basically it. You can just swipe, go through looking all the cards you want. And there is, I don't know if you can see it changing, but like on this card, $2.50, $1.50, $1.63. You can add cards with condition. I don't know. Maybe I won't take much more of your time. The tournament organizer is a thing that I would love the most feedback about if people get a chance to use it. We have local, not tournaments, I guess, but just play groups here. Oh, is my timer still going? Yeah, it's still going. Oops. So I would love to get a tournament organizer going a little bit better. And then the scanning stuff is something that, if you're going to scan, oh yeah, I did that. I did it with Scope All Games and it was fine, but let's see, what is this card? Let's see if this works. I think this is Premiere. Let's see how quickly I can get it. So you want to take a good picture. Use photo. A bad feeling, 100%. Yes, add. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do all sets. Let's see how quickly it does that. Bad feeling, yeah. So you can see, where does it go? Show recognized text. So I don't know if you can tell, but it gathers all the text on the cards and it's not great at it. So like it says cost €2.03. yeah, so it's a work in progress. I'm happy, like, where I am happy with where it's at for right now. It's going to be a struggle to get it a whole lot better, because it's going to get very, very, very expensive to keep it going. Especially if, yeah, it could get very expensive. I think right now for me running the app, it's costing me maybe about $100 a month for all of the services that I need to run the app. And I think if I were to get into anywhere near the TCG player, being able to scan something like that, and if I had very many people scanning, it could start costing me like $1,000 a month, and that's just not, it's not feasible. So I'm still working on. So what it does, the scanning is, it does app first. I don't remember if it said that. It may tell you that on the loading screen. I think it does. But it'll search through the app first and narrow it down, and then it'll do a very quick reach out to the back end and hit it and try to verify it a little bit better, depending on what the percentage of match is, or the power of the match. Hope that one of my certificates didn't expire. Actually, I am. Because sometimes it could be a... Let's see if I got some more. It could actually be a PSA issue. But I want to scan one more. Add cert, scan cert. Okay, yeah, I gotta do something. Whoops. So I'll fix that. But anyways, yeah, just if you have recommendations, or I think the biggest help I could have is you can report an issue, and then you can tell what type of issue it is. You can take a picture. Like if there's a card in here that doesn't have an image, okay, so this doesn't have an image. You can, if you have it, you can report issue, take a picture, add it, and then it'll get sent to me, and then I can decide whether it's an image I want to use on here. But just for everybody, all the collectors, images would be really, really awesome to have, because there's just, there's 456,000 cards on here. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting Pirate Pete, and I really, really appreciate the community, all the game communities. Just we're all card nerds, and we all like our collections and stuff. Oh, that was a cool card. And this is, sometimes I just pull this out and start randomly, just cards that I've never seen before, things I don't know about, games I don't know about. It's just kind of neat to see cards. But anyways, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.